Well, here we are, ladies and germs, loaders and gentle beans. Welcome once again. This is Star Citizen. This is a coffee. That is a screen. This is my joystick. And here's my mouse. Who's bigger than a mouse? We can't say. What's worse than being on the side, on the benches, waiting like a lime to become a lemon of your dreams? And why would you want to become the lemon of your dreams? Because there's nothing as sour as waiting, lime-wise, on the bench, looking at the lemons dancing in their yellow glory, looking down at yourself, seeing the green that adorns you, and realising you're nothing but an inferior citrus fruit, the fruit in the citrus variety that nobody wants. You, as a lemon, you can be referred to in many ways. But it's not often people give the lime a second glance, and this I feel is unfair. What can I say? We're warming up, we're getting up, we're gearing up, ready to be free of the everyday concerns and worries. What a terrible day, what a terrible day, what a terrible day it was, but I won't let it get me down. I won't let it faze me, ladies and germs. Peeps and sheeps, I'm here for you in Star Citizen. We are joined today by the CIG Shake a Leg Association, who are performing for you their version of Chris, oh Chris. It's an ensemble piece, a very tightly choreographed piece, and in very tight leotards. No wonder Chris is purple in the face. His belt's done up too tight in many ways. Can you tighten the belt any further, Chris? That's what we all want to know. How much money can you save whilst bringing us the best game ever invented? Chris, I take my hat off to you. Not only are you fully versed, so to speak, but you hold the purse strings of our dreams, Chris. And I wouldn't have it any other way. You are my captain, and I'd follow you anywhere. Right, now then. Meanwhile, while we're watching little Chris doing his turn there, look, toe tapping, shuffling to the side, doing the Dallas smoke perhaps in 1 minute, doing the bop the next, doing the pas de deux in between. Who knows what kind of moves he's doing, what kind of choreography Chris has dreamed up for us. All I know is that there are many Chris's, and in a sense we are all Chris Roberts. In a sense we are all trying to build the world of our dreams, only we don't have quite as much money as Chris does. But never mind, we will switch now to another view, a view which I hope you will equally appreciate. We're getting up. Here we are, back again in what they call the worst verse of them all. Why do they call it the worst? Because it just can't rhyme with verse. You know, sometimes, ladies and germs, it's best to rehearse your opening lines before you even say them. But me, I'm in favour of time travel of all kinds, shapes and forms, and I believe that the first go is the best rehearsal, and if you fluff it, well then, that's how it was supposed to be delivered in the first place. Right, so now, here we are. You can see, if we just slightly have a little gander around, we can see we're in the usual verse place. Let's not hang about. Let's get straight on with it. One little thing I'd like to do is that, just to see if it works, which it doesn't. Just hang on, ladies and germs. There's one little thing that I need to do here. That would be very, very beneficial to me if that would actually... Never mind, we won't worry about it too much. Here we are, we're in the usual green room. We're not going to hang about. I'm going to guess that I am in room... I'm feeling like I'm in room number 5. Oh, this is a good server today. Look at the smoothness. We're in the pod number 1. That bodes well. I was wrong by 4. That's better than being wrong by 3. Or is it? Is it better to be closer or further away? We don't know. There's the big bennies, there's the ladies' toilets. You can draw your own conclusions. Right. Let's turn around. What do we see here? This is opening soon. How can that be? It's just a wall. This is the amazing thing. In the future they can just open up walls and there'll be a whole shop there. Now why would I walk this way when I could easily walk this way? Now remember, ladies and germs, as we approach this area, nothing's going to get us down. We see the banisters. We're going to slide down the banister. And remember that no matter what we do, once we get to 3.0 there will be no running in the hallway. Okay. Now then, around here we go. I've not ever seen that green light before. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen that turn green. Look at that. It's turning green to let me know that I've entered the doorway, but it does it in a way it's just in the corner of your eye. It's a subliminal message saying you've entered that doorway. Now you might not know that. You may lurch forward, not intending to go through the doorway, but the green light informs you that you have actually lurched through a doorway and you're entering a new space. Let's see if it happens over here. And there's the light to tell you that you're about to enter another room. And this light tells us that we're about to enter another room. What? In the future, everything's catered for. Even those who are so unobservant as to not be able to tell when they've crossed the threshold are informed of the event of it by a green light that flashes in the corner of their eye. All modern conveniences are available to us in the verse. Right. I'm having trouble saying the word verse today. I feel like I've lost the ability to purse my lips enough to say the word verse. Why do they call it the verse? Because it just can't get any worse. Right, okay, let's have a look here now. What the F7C is this? This is the Super. There's the new blackness soon to be. Heralded by Drake, Kruger. There's a wizard with his P52. The Misk. It's the Lancer that is free. It's a free Lancer. And there's the Aurora. Mr. Aurora to you. But what should we take? What should we take? Do you know what? I'm in a freelancer kind of mood. And yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate your candour in broadcasting my location to all and sundry. Right now, ladies and germs, I am just going to park myself over here. You can take in the beauty of this fronded specimen. I shall place you here. Right, so we all know where we are at all times. Where are we? We're at Port Olisar. How do we know that? Because the sign tells us so. Now just give me 1 second, ladies and germs, while I fix a musical interlude. Let's just have a quick look here, see what we can do. We're going to add some musical pressure to this situation. And I think what we'll do is we'll start. We're going to that's more like it. Now, where were we? If I'm not mistaken, we are looking at number 5. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do today, ladies and germs. I will endeavour to do something that is mildly entertaining, but no promises, right? I might be just delivering the usual dreary patina of extended drivel. Yes, it's absolutely true. I did actually, yeah. Let's see now. Let's get ahead of ourselves here. It's a very scrappy stream so far. Let's pick up a bit of speed as we come bombing down here. This is the Freelancer, ladies and germs, one of the finest ships known to the verse. Here is the nondescript orb that they call Crusader. Why they should choose such a nondescript and dreary desert-like appearance for a Crusader, I don't know. A Crusader is a fine knight clad in white and steel, much like the Freelancer, I would say. Happiness is a Freelancer called Harold. Right, welcome to the unmitigated discontinuity. that is Star Citizen, where there is a very distinct possibility of straight talking nonsense. And by straight talking nonsense, what do I mean by this? Well, I shall explain myself quite clearly. When I say straight talking nonsense, what I refer to is only the possibility that at the extremity it might be the actual opposite of what you require. Now, what does he mean by this? Well, you can think of me as the opposite of the nubifier, in the sense that I don't shy away from BS. I'm not frightened of it. In fact, due to my extensive study of the I Ching, I can tell you that any state at its zenith will revert to its opposite. And this is just a fact of life, as, 5,000 years of Chinese philosophy and culture have sold us. Once something reaches the apex of its presence, then reverts to the opposite of its own nature. Now, what do we mean by this? What we mean by this is that when we get to the point where the bullshit is stacked up so high that you can't get any higher, well, that BS reverts to its opposite, which might be white noise, might be truth, who knows? Who am I to say? What is the opposite of BS? Please send me a comment if you can be bothered. I'm not under any illusions. I know that nobody watches my stream, but I'm going to enjoy it nonetheless. I'm what they call a slow burner. Right, let's see if we can get a little bit of a fast burner on this. I do believe that I cannot. Yes, I can. I'll give you the rear view. It's not good to actually impact things like that. There we go, we're flying away from Olisar. Look at that, the beauty of it. Look at it. Chris Roberts has done us proud. And not just Chris, there's a few other people working on it as well. I know Chris does most of the coding and design and kind of, CG stuff. I know he does most of the sort of heavy work. And he gets help from a couple of other people, I believe. It's a team of 2 or 3 people, I believe, are involved in the creation of Star Citizen. I believe it's, I'm pretty sure it's maybe as many as 5 people are working on it. And when you think of how much money they've got, it's not a lot to work with. 160 million between 5 people. They're working like the clappers, day and night. They're just in Chris's bedroom. They've got a couple of PCs in there, and they really go at it. They've got a schedule worked out. Chris has put up a camp bed, and they take it in turns. And Sandy Gardner makes the sandwiches. So, it's low tech. But we appreciate that. We don't mind the fact that it's taking some time. It's only understandable. I mean, there's no reason to. Now look at this maneuverability. Look at that. I do like the way that the FCS flight system, or whatever the hell it's called, is set up. I do enjoy that. And I like decoupled mode more and more now. I mean, it's just something nice about knowing that you can keep travelling in the same direction even though you're not pointing that way. I just like it immensely. Look at that. Decoupled like a divorcee. In divorce mode, you could call it. Which in certain cultures is a lot more simple than others, Certain cultures you can just say, I divorce thee, I divorce thee, I divorce thee. In Star Citizen culture, you can literally just press a button and you become divorced from your original velocity. You and your partner are going their separate ways. You're tracking along together, sharing the trajectory in the verse. The amplitude of your trajectory is monitored and agreed upon. Suddenly you find you're bickering. You can't agree on anything. And at this moment you realise, well, it's time to decouple, darling. Press of a button. No problem at all, look at that. And you're sliding sideways in the verse. You're fried, dyed and laid to the side. Look at that. Look, now just sort of sneak round here like this, and we'll see if we can do a little bit of a manoeuvre here. Let's see if we can do it. A bit tentative about doing stuff like this because I have to tell you people, I am one of the worst pilots that ever to grace the skies. That was a nice buzz. Let's see if we can do this. Yes. I think we're fine there, aren't we? Not too bad at all. A bit of a decouple and we'll slide around this way. Look at that. Try to take a different perspective on it. We could do this. Look at that. The shiny polish. The shiny polish that is on every man's lips as he looks lovingly at the freelancer. There he is, the man of the hour, the nonchalant, the dark, mysterious, poetic gentleman they call Downer, watching the blue orb without a care in the world. Am I decoupled? I am now. Right, what are we going to do then? Apart from tooling around. Look at that! Strange to think. The ant-like population of Olisar gliding effortlessly in orbit around the dusty grimace that is Crusader. The swirling patterns beneath us tell us there are storms afoot on the planet's surface. Can we go there? No, we can't. We've got to wait. We have to wait for 3.0. The wait is killing me, ladies and germs. I literally can't stand it. My life is so dull that I literally would give anything for a little slice of 3.0 right now to spice it up. No, I'm not saying that. My life's not dull. My life's full of verve and cajoling, lots of japes, ups and downs. I take it all in my stride, really. I've got no worries. No more than the next man anyway. Right, let's get off into some business. I feel like doing something stupid. I wonder if I could... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to check the old system here. I think what we might do is just go and see Tessa, because Tessa, she's always got something to say, hasn't she, Tessa? She's got something useful to say. She's like one of those drunks on repeat. You know, you have a friend who drinks so much that they go, here, I'd say here's a good one. Yeah, and they tell you the same story that they told you last time you saw them. And they genuinely believe that it's the first time they've told you. Here we go, look, she's had a few. Hi, Tessa. Yeah, I know. You told me last time, Tessa. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Scan probes in the area. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Tessa. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you know. You told me, Tessa. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you told me this last time, Tessa. Okay. Yeah. Actually, a reason why I commed. Yeah. All right. Okay. Honestly, she's just stay off the Radagast, love. You know. You can't be trolleyed in this sort of... Hang on. I would do, but I'm in a little bit of a pickle, actually. Look at this. Public enemy. Public enemy. Alright, okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to dally in the dangerous hot seat. I am going to get out of here, because I really cannot be... Cannot be rectumed, mate, with your nonsense, your shenanigans. I can't abide your shenanigans. Here we go. Let's just pump up the volume and maximise the velocity. pumping it up. 480. While we await the dulcet and slightly suspect accent of Ninetails. I reckon Ninetails are a bunch of sort of middle class kids who go, right, we really don't sound angry enough. You can do one working class accent, can't you, Tarquin? Yes, hang on, listen to this. Get out of here while you still can. Just so good, Tarquin. You'll make a fine pirate in my upcoming production of Swallows and Amazons. Right then, I'll tell you what, we've had no nonsense. What's going on? Where are you boys? I'm not the sort of person to shy away from trouble, but it's the anticipation of it. It's almost as good as, oh, a little tinkle in the air. Who's...
Finally, some easy pickings.
Yes, well, we'll see how easy we are, won't we? We've already had the discussion about lemons and limes. You can make up your mind about how sour this is going to be, mate. The exact amplitude of the pH value of this exchange is entirely up to you, son. If you want a portion, then I'm happy to give it to you. This is French 79, Loving Feeling, very good track. A little wet for my taste, but here it is, it's on the feed and there's nothing I can do about it now. I've got all my hands on the wheel, can't be doing it. We're in a problem we can't fix. So I can't actually do it in the mix right now because I'm sort of busy, love. Alright. I've not come in at this angle before. Oh, that was a little bit close for comfort. Right, the infernal bleeping tells us that we're about to enter that binary situation in which we can be faced with a hero or two bickering women arguing about hot beverages. You head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot. Look, here we go. There goes my ship starting to... Oh no, look at that! It's actually reasonably stable. Is it the case that in order to park the Freelancer, all you have to do is park it near... No, it started to rotate. Of course it has. Never mind. Such is life. Guns up, as they say. Because you never know who's lurking. Last time I came here I got into all sorts of barney rubble. There was a shenanigans, there was calamity, there was doings. I didn't appreciate it. So anyway, let's have a little bet. I'd say, I reckon, my feeling is it's going to be, Jenny, can you head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot? Yes, Captain, I'm happy to do that, but please keep an eye on the Regis. I'm not feeling it for the other guy at the moment. I reckon we're definitely faced with a situation where it's the usual bickering, usual arguing about who's going to get the drinks, how much liquid is needed to keep the captain happy in the face of imminent danger. We shall see.
Hey, Jenny.
There we go.
Head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot.
Yeah, I might do, yeah. Oh, you're going to pass out? That's not good, is it? It's kind of candour from management that we don't need.
Just say, not coming up. We're gonna forget the drink. I need to shoot now.
This kind of thing, it's a tragedy. It really is. Two women out on their own, just meaning no harm to no one. And suddenly, out of nowhere, in the middle of a refreshment binge, they're completely off, torn apart like a tin can on a roller coaster. Sentient rock? What are you smoking? Yeah, well, it's neat. I'm not sure what you mean by sentient rock, Tessa. What do you mean, a rock that can think? What good is that? Imagine that. It's like a living hell. I am a rock. I am sentient. Here I am, floating in the nothing. My shut arms. Could somebody head on back and whip us up a cup of something hot? Not that I've got a mouth to drink it with, or an esophagus to swallow it, or a stomach to process those fluids. I'm just a rock. cursed with sentience. You're an evil mind there, Tessa. Cursing a rock with sentience. It's like a curse. It's like a very unpleasant thing to do to a rock. I'll get it the next time round. Too busy yakking. But a sentient rock, I mean really, it's like a living hell. It's the very definition of hell. On the 7th day he rested and he came up with the punishment for St. Michael, the angel that was cast down upon the fiery lake. He turned him into a sentient rock. And that was the end of him. Imagine such a thing, a sentient rock. You've got a very twisted imagination. It's not only do you repeat yourself, but you sit alone in your little tower floating in the middle of nowhere. Maybe you feel like a sentient rock. That's what it is. It's your inner rock of sentience that you're projecting onto the debris that you see floating by. Just because you've got it in for the minerals doesn't mean you've got to curse them with your own problem, which is to be stuck, floating in the black firmament, unable to do anything except sentiently contemplate your own fate. Right, I'm getting in this ship now. Stop yakking like an old wife. I was told specifically tonight that I shouldn't be on here too long. But what can I do? Here I am. Now this is not good, because I have a ship, I just can't board it. In a minute, right, I'm going to learn how to do this. Right, I'm going to switch to contemplation mode, right? Here we go. This is it now. I'm going to do this if it kills me, and it probably will. Right, here she comes. Rotation is that way, so if we head on back, I can whip us up a cup of something hot. Oh, so close. Here we go, baby. There we go, it's a fella now. What's funny to me is that though that is quite realistic in the sense that in a weightless environment everything is weightless, so I am just as likely to impact the ship as the ship is likely to impact me. It does seem a little bit unfair that when I hit the bloody thing, it flies off as if it was the weight of a feather. There we go. Yeah, funny isn't it, because the Freelancer is such a classy looking ship. It's got sleek lines and curved nose, a finely polished sort of anisotropic exterior, and yet the kind of undignified shenanigans and that you have to go through just to climb in the back of it, it almost defeats the object of having it look so beautiful. It might as well look like a twisted lump of metal, because that's how you feel by the time you've climbed inside it. Right, I don't want to enter the turret, I want to close the exterior. Okay, great. Okay, great. I see how it works. When you say close exterior, you mean enter the turret. Oh, sorry, did I say enter the turret? I meant close exterior. Oh, Lord above. Right, well... does feel very good though. Right, let's hope it doesn't throw me out the back door again. Sort of a deja vu. Alright, no worries. Absolute disgrace. Right, okay, ladies and germs. It's very interesting, isn't it? There's not a lot can happen, but the whole world can can become your oyster when you're not really paying attention. Right, nine tails are still here, so we can have a go at that, I suppose. Just... It's a gladius though, so that might not be so smart, I think. There is someone else here. Who is that? Sir Shag. In an Aurora. A Drake Cutlass Black out there, which is odd. Thought that was my business. Hey, I'm the Cutlass round here. Who do you think you are? Let's just take a little look at him, shall we? This could be one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Since I can't hit a barn door at one pace in this thing. Just give it a little bit more missile action. If that works. Take that. How'd you like that? Very hard to hit, aren't they? That's the thing. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Try and BDI on this. Yeah. Just not agile enough to do this business. No! Come on now. I feel like he sort of stood still and let me do that. Let's see what we can do here. Where are you, baby? Come on. Yeah. I see what you mean now by big mistake. Yeah. I see. Although, somehow I've managed to survive that. I'm immortal! Oh my god! Don't believe it, I've been given the gift of everlasting life. Chris has smiled upon me. There's nothing can kill me. I'm invincible! Take that, you scallywag. Now, if only I could locate myself. Ah, there's the actual beacon. If I head for the beacon, somebody will inevitably pick me up. That's what's going to happen. Yes, that's definitely what's going to happen. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here, and we will rejoin this episode very shortly. Thanks for watching, and I would just like to say that this short adventure of almost mindless pointlessness will be continued very shortly, ladies and germs. Thank you.